Hey Roxanne, I've been having such awful connection issues, but I finally managed to get the screen showing. Why don't you go ahead and post your questions while I have you still? And hopefully it'll allow me to do your reading this time. But I did also want to let you know that I entered your name into the raffle 6 times, just for the inconvenience. And if you want to know more about the raffle, the information is, I believe, in the community board. Hey Roxanne, so I don't know if you heard my message. Go ahead and post your questions while I still have you. I've been having such a hard time getting the screen to show. But go ahead and post your questions, and hopefully we're able to do your reading this time. I also wanted to let you know that I entered your name an extra 6 times into the raffle just for the inconvenience. And if you want to know more about the raffle, I believe the information is in my community board. So go ahead and answer your questions. I hope that this time the screen will stay put and I'm able to finish with your reading. Thank you for being so patient with me during this process. Sure, no problem. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, with God's permission, please show me what I seek to know. Explore it in the cards you throw. Give me the answers clear and thorough. Expose the truth in this tarot. We give thanks and praise to the Most High, and we ask that you protect our energy as we go within the tarot. Thank you, Spirit. For Roxanne. And just so you know, Roxanne, if we get disconnected again for whatever reason, I will continue on with your reading when I restart the live stream, okay? But hopefully this time we're able to get all the way through. So you said, could we find a spread in your book that is surrounded around how can I change my life, get better at doing what I plan, getting healthy, get mind right, get better at work, better at manifesting? Okay, so that's a pretty broad question. Let me see what I can see for you in the book. So there's one here that says, if you face challenges and obstacles to overcome in order to achieve a desired change. The purpose and background information says, if people or situations are getting in the way of desired change, who or what is challenging you? If you ignore the situation, will it pass, or will the person give up? Can or should you face the challenge head on? What is in your favor if you take the challenge head on? What are your main fears facing the challenge? Desired or required action, and will the action open the way to change what you want? The biggest issue I have right now is that I'm really struggling right now with being motivated. Okay, let's see here. There's also, if you want to make a major life change but feel stuck, when no matter how hard you try to initiate change in whatever part of your life you seek it, you're unable to progress. Let's see what else. Which one sounds good? The first one or second one? The one that says, if you face challenges and obstacles to overcome in order to achieve desired change, or the one that says, if you want to make a major life change but feel stuck? Oh, you know what? This one says, the second one that I read says when to do the reading, either at a full moon or when Mercury has just moved out of retrograde. And I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, today is actually when Mercury in retrograde ends, which is a really big coincidence. So I say we go with that one. Interesting. Okay, this is perfect then. All right. So you have, this is a 5-card spread, okay? Okay, so the first question says, what practical and underlying factors are holding you back from making those changes? And you have the Magician. So this card talks about creativity, free will, self-reliance, skill, spontaneity, willpower, self-confidence, a good salesman, dexterity, ingenuity, deception, trickery, sleight of hand. So let me get clarification on what exactly this is referring to. Okay, so we have the Ten of Swords. Okay, so I see that stress or anxiety is holding you back from having the self-confidence to move forward with something. This has a lot to do with willpower. And like it says in the card, self-resilience. So it's almost as if you don't know if you're going to succeed. That's holding you back from even beginning in the first place. The motivation that you're lacking comes from self-confidence and comes from, what is the word I'm looking for? Believing in yourself is what I'm hearing. Now, the second card says, do you really want change, or do you just feel like you ought to change things? And with that, we have the Three of Swords. So let's clarify the Three of Swords. Okay. I see. So this stems from a place of feeling like you're kind of behind in life, almost as if like you feel like there's pressure to be in one place, but you're kind of behind. So the pressure that stems from wanting to have change in your life, it comes from feeling like you should be somewhere higher in life than you are right now. So this is not, I wouldn't call this genuinely wanting change, but more so feeling pressure for there to be change in your life so you could be at a higher level. For card number 3, it talks about, is now the right time for you to change, or do you have unfinished business, or are you not quite ready for this change? You have the High Priestess reverse. So let's clarify the High Priestess reverse. Okay, you have the Three of Wands. So there are some choices that you need to make in order to move forward with change in the first place. It seems you're lacking direction or where exactly in your life you need to move forward. So I'm seeing that this change or this desire for you to move forward needs to first start with accepting the stage you're at now. So before you can make decisions about where you're moving forward, where to move forward in your life, you need to have a deep understanding of where you are currently. And not only a deep understanding, but acceptance of where you are currently and knowledge of how you got here. If you are patient, will outside circumstances bring the desired change? You have the Emperor. Clarifying the Emperor, we have Two of Swords. So the only thing here that is going to bring your desired change is going to come from you and your leadership skills. Being able to get out of this rut that you're in. But I do see here that there's a masculine figure that's going to enter your life that is going to help you with this lack of conviction that you have right now. But you need to be open to seeing this change, open to receiving this change, and being open to welcome this person into your life. And this starts with manifesting. And I know you mentioned to me you're having a little bit of trouble manifesting right now. So let's go ahead and see what we have here in terms of helping you manifest better. And the last card says, if you go all out for change and do not let anyone or anything stand in your way, will you succeed? And you have the 5 of coins. Let's see what clarifies the 5 of coins. King of Swords. Okay. So I'm seeing there needs to be a loss of something here before you can move forward as well. And this is in terms of a job. So there needs to be a phase in which you leave your current job behind in order for you to move on to your next stage. This will cause financial issues, but this is only temporary. And by temporary, it can be about 5 months. Okay, 5 months of stagnation, or 5 months of going through financial issues before this change that you're wanting to have, or this desired change, finally gets implemented into your lifestyle. So let me see what I can tell you in terms of manifestation. How can you manifest better? How can you bring change into your life more easily? Let's get an oracle card for you first before we begin. Your worries and fears aren't real. They're fueled by focusing on the negative, which gives power to that which you're afraid of. Stop worrying, let go of fear, and everything will be okay. The Sea Lion, 9 of Air. Okay, so Roxanne, I'm going to do something special for your reading. And since you're having trouble manifesting, we're going to do a sigil spell for manifestation. So if you want to follow along, go ahead and get a piece of paper out. Okay. So what is the thing you want to manifest the most? And I'm going to teach you exactly how to make a sigil spell, okay? Now, sigil spells, this is only to be done you have to do this very rarely. I would recommend just once a year. And if you're not an expert at it, which I'm going to assume you're not just yet, if you haven't messed with this type of thing before, then you're going to want to do this with the proper guidance. So that's why I'm going to walk you through it. So tell me what it is that you're wanting to manifest the most out of your life. And while doing this, I want you to be in a sacred space, somewhere where you feel calm, somewhere where you feel the least stress in your house, or the most liberated inside of your home, or wherever you are right now. If you're at work or whatever environment you're in, go somewhere where you feel the energy is good. My own successful and lucrative architectural company. Okay, so when creating a sigil spell, you want to use only positive words to make this spell and to create this sigil. So if that's what you're wanting to manifest the most, we're going to create a very positive sentence. So this sentence has to be written as if it's already happening. So this is a practice of manifestation in itself. We're going to do, let's see here. So this has to be written in the present tense. So you want to manifest your own successful and lucrative architectural company. Okay, so what we're going to write is, so I wrote, I am successful and abundant through managing my own company. Now, as you can see in this sentence, I have no negative words or connotations, and it's all positive, okay? The first thing we're going to do is cross out all of the vowels, A, E, I, O, U, and Y. Okay, and what we're left with is M, S, C, C, S, S, F, L, N, D, B, N, D, N, T, T, H, R, G, H, M, N, G, N, G, M, W, N, C, M, P, N. Okay, so we've crossed out all the vowels. Now we are going to cross out all of the repeating letters. So what we are left with now is M, S, C, F, L, N, D, B, T, H, R, G, W, P. So there are no repeating letters, right? Now we're gonna make a chart that looks like this. Okay, so we're gonna find each letter and write down the number that it corresponds with. So M falls under 4, S falls under 1, C falls under 3, F falls under 6, L falls under 3, N falls under 5, D falls under 4, B falls under 2, T falls under 2, H falls under 8, R falls under 9, G falls under 7, W falls under 5, and P falls under 7. So we're going to create a circle. And in this circle is a safe space in which we're going to activate our sigil, okay? And we're going to intuitively write the numbers 1 through 9 around this circle. So I want you to tell me where to place numbers 1 through 9 around this circle, okay? So I'm going to write it evenly all around, but I want you to tell me which numbers come first. So go ahead and write the numbers 1 through 9 in whatever order you want, and I'll place them around the circle clockwise, okay? While you're doing that, I'll be right back. Okay. 5, 5, 3, 2, 1. 9, 8, 7, 6, 4. Okay. So we're gonna go within the circle and mark all the letters here, all the numbers here. And where we start, we're gonna start with a closed circle. So we start at 4 and we're gonna draw an open circle. Okay, so 4 leads us to 1, which leads us to 3, 6, back to 3. So since we're going back this way, we're going to draw a closed circle. 5, 4, 2, back to 2, closed circle. 8, 9, 7, 5, and 7 again, so closed circle. So this here is your sigil. Us drawing it within the circle is charging the sigil. Now, in order to activate the sigil, you have to destroy this. And the reason why you're destroying this is because now that you've written it down on paper, you've put it out there into the universe. And when you destroy it, you're taking it off paper so that it can manifest into the 3D, into real life, and no longer on paper. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, and I'm going to tear this up, burn it, throw it away, flush it, whatever the hell you want to do. But make sure you completely destroy it. And you don't want to think about it. Just let it get removed from your mind, removed from your notebook. Let it manifest into the 3D. Okay? So by destroying it, you're activating it. Let me go ahead and throw this away for you. Hold on. Okay, so I've destroyed it. I've thrown it away for you. And you can keep this part of it if you want, just so that you have it, it still remains in your energy, okay? But you're not going to want to look back at this. Just let it, like I said, remove it from your state of mind. Remove it from your energy and let it form on its own in the 3D. And this only works if your intention is fully, if you fully believe that this is what you want. So this is the reason why you can only do it every so often. In a long, how do I explain this? Alongside to making the sigil, it's only going to work if you sacrifice something as well. So you have to be willing to sacrifice something that you no longer need in your life, that you know you no longer benefit from and you don't need to have in your life anymore currently, in order to make room for this sigil to manifest. So that's for you to decide. But the sooner you can sacrifice whatever that is and give that up and make room for it, the sooner that it will manifest into your life. So what I'm going to do now is get an angel message for you, a synchronicity, and see what comes out, okay? Angels, ancestors, spirit guides. Oops, hold on. Let me make sure all the cards are flipped. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides for Roxanne, please. What is the synchronicity? What is the angel message here for her? for Roxanne. Yes, Sigil. Okay, you have 202, perseverance. So let me see what this is about. And this also fell out of the deck, 555, change. So that fell out of the deck as well, and I didn't even notice until now. So it can be anything. It can be a habit, it can be a person, it can be an action, whatever it is that no longer serves you, that you can remove from your life to make space